An economic team from Toledo is in Germany tonight. The mayor and others working to bring foreign businesses and jobs to Northwest Ohio. Our Bill Horman is the only Toledo television reporter with the delegation in Germany. Bill, introducing us to some businesses looking to expand right here in the U.S.
There are 5,000 distributors at this trade show. Distributors like this one showing a pick-and-place mobile track system. But there are others, some that want to locate in the United States, some that already have positions in the U.S. More than 5,000 exhibitors are on display at this mammoth trade show in Hannover, Germany. These are all high-tech firms. Many are automated, like this palleting system. It can be used in warehousing and distribution, but right now this technology is not coming to the United States. Are you thinking of someday expanding into America?
Yes, it's an interesting market, but our company is a very small company, and maybe the way to USA it's far away for us.
This will be the most important technology for selling homes, for selling interior design.
This German company will manufacture the virtual reality eyeglass system in the U.S. It's already getting close to building a facility in Silicon Valley, California.
I would like to go to America because it's a very big market, and especially California is a very startup-friendly area. I heard good things about startups in America.
About every 10 years, one of them breaks it big.
That's where a visiting mayor can enter the picture. His presence relates an interest in business recruitment, and he can even discuss incentives to get companies to locate, in our instance, in Toledo. And with our history making cars, these electric filling stations, which started out in Japan, could be built in a manufacturing plant close to us in Ohio.
We have now a European version, and later we are already in development. We also do a US version out of it.
So as you can tell, there are some high-tech developers here, some high-tech industries represented here, some that want to manufacture in the United States, some that already have positions in the United States. But the mayor believes it's important to be here, to get them to know the name Toledo, Ohio, familiar with what we offer as a region in Northwest Ohio. And maybe if they want to come to America, they'll come to Ohio. In Hannover, Germany, Bill Horman, 13 ABC, Action News.
And 13 ABC, the only local television station accompanying Mayor Mike Bell and the Toledo delegation to Germany.
We're in Hannover, Germany with Mayor Mike Bell, who's had a number of meetings today. Right now, he's talking to folks from Dana Corporation, headquartered in Toledo, about their exhibit here in Hannover, Germany. But the mayor believes he's making real progress. Progress in his meetings with global companies, trying to get them interested in Toledo. And what he heard today was the need for a skilled workforce with technical expertise. So the mayor surprised some of them by showing them Toledo's location.
We have a map, we show them exactly where we're at. They go, that's a very good spot.
Now 2 companies have committed to coming to Toledo, a spot they didn't even know about before the mayor showed him his map. He also learned about companies needing new land, and that is where Toledo has a huge advantage over any big city.
Some of them need rural areas to be able to do what they do. And the idea that I told them, you know, you get outside of Toledo, it goes rural pretty quick.
And the mayor pitched Toledo's quality of life as something that companies would find attractive. After all, Dana's headquarters are in Toledo, and this week the company announced it's making a key part for fuel cell engines and electric cars. And Dana believes being in Hannover helps attract new business.
As the company advances, the headquarters location advances.
But this week is about Toledo growing its business base, and Regional Growth Partnerships' Paul Zito says companies from Korea, Germany, and the United Kingdom are very interested in the American Midwest.
They have a budget in mind for what they want to do in the U.S. They have a time frame in mind. They have a general idea of the number of people that they will need to hire. So this is not just fishing expedition. This is real discussions about real projects.
So 4 meetings on this day are down, 4 more today, about a dozen scheduled for tomorrow. So Mayor Mike Bell and the Regional Growth Partnership really trying to talk to as many people as they can. As a matter of fact, tomorrow they're going to do what they call cold calling. They're just going to step into some of these exhibitors, introduce themselves, the region, the city. Let folks know that Toledo is out there. In Hannover, Germany, Bill Horman, 13 ABC, Action News.
Tonight he shows us how Toledo could transform into the city of the future.
This is the mock-up of what the city of the future could look like. Mike Bell's not going to be the mayor in 10, 15, 20 years, but Toledo could start to look like this in the next 20 years.
It's got the rocket on the back of the University of Toledo.
Building relationships often begins with a handshake, and in this case, presenting a coin to the city of Toledo to a big company. Mayor Mike Bell is talking about how his city fits in with the cities of the future, and at Siemens, that future involves glass.
The building itself is self-sustainable from the standpoint of energy, from heating and cooling. So look at that. As a glass city, we should have something like that.
Cities of the future have to improve their quality of life. They have to be economically competitive and environmentally clean in order to attract people and grow. Buildings will have to be energy efficient. Transportation will have to be cost effective.
If you know where the traffic tie-ups are, you can change the traffic patterns.
New technologies will build new cities. Robots will build new products. The sustainable city of the future will be less dependent on fossil fuels, but it will need more battery charging stations.
Electric cars, it's, I think, our future, especially in Europe where the price of the petrol is getting crazy.
But all this will cost money, yet the mayor believes you must ride the wave of progress in order to survive. Concerned, though, that robots will replace humans? Isn't that part of your function as mayor, to find jobs for people?
This is happening regardless of who the mayor is or what company it is, because this is the most productive way to do it. But none of this works without humans.
Cities of the future know they're going to have to compete for resources and for investment dollars, which is one reason why Toledo believes it needs to be a player on the world stage now. In Germany, Bill Horman, 13 ABC, Action News.
Our Bill Horman, the only Toledo television reporter with the delegation in Germany. But Toledo's not the only Ohio city at that World Business Fair.
Toledo's competing on the global stage for foreign investment dollars, but so are other states in the U.S. and other cities in Ohio. While Toledo's mayor may be the only elected official in Ohio attending this massive trade show, Toledo is not the only Ohio city recruiting foreign investment. Akron is in Germany as well.
If you aren't out there fishing, you're not going to catch anything.
And Akron has reeled in some big fish. 25 companies, $500 million of investment, 600 jobs in the last 20 years. But Akron says it is not competing with Toledo.
Solar is probably more of a cluster in Toledo area than whereas polymers is more of a cluster in the Akron area.
Actually, Ohio's reputation as an automotive center is attracting this Connecticut company, which is looking to build its hydrogen fuel cells in America to export overseas.
Certainly, Ohio is one of those locations that everybody knows it has a very, very strong supply chain.
It isn't about the states versus states anymore.
Washington State is in Germany as well, looking for aerospace and technology companies. And James Palmer says while his state would love to win business, he's also selling America to the world.
We're a strong, talented workforce. We're innovative. We've got good cost structures in a lot of areas of our country, and we're ready to compete.
So Toledo's not necessarily in competition with other states in the nation or even other cities in our state, but there are very few foreign investment dollars available and a lot of states that want to attract them. With the mayor in Hannover, Germany, Bill Horman, 13 ABC, Action News.
13 ABC's Bill Horman, the only Toledo television reporter with that delegation in Germany. Tonight, he tells us about a unique hybrid that has Mayor Bell's attention.
Energy efficiency is a big movement around the entire globe. It involves high technology, the sort of technology Toledo's trying to recruit. We found this interesting automobile. It's a TWIKE. It stands for Twin Bike. It's a human-powered hybrid car. It might be awkward looking, perhaps even strange, but with gas prices so high, maybe this TWIKE is in our future.
It's got an electric motor to it, but it pedals on both sides.
Mayor Mike Bell stumbled on it at the Hannover trade show. It's a three-wheeled bike built in Europe, but sold in limited supply right now.
We sell it in Germany mostly and in Switzerland, and we have about 1,000 vehicles now.
It's a bit difficult to get inside, but we're about to take it for a test ride. You sit low to the ground, almost in a reclining position. It's steered by a special stick shift. Most drivers use it for short trips where you can pedal. For longer trips, there's an electric battery to save you fuel.
Can I drive faster?
Yeah, do it. a special license to drive a Twike, but dealers will be able to provide those. Cost of a Twike, $30,000, but it can travel 250 miles before it needs a recharge.
I thought that would be sort of a unique concept for our downtown area, and probably for some of the people that live near these golf course communities, this thing would probably be very ideal. It's pretty enclosed, and it looks pretty durable.
Maybe, although sellers tell us its small size and its lightweight could make the Twike dangerous on busy American city streets. All right, so now you've seen the Twike, and you're probably wondering how you can get one. There are 10 to 15 of them in the United States right now, but they're going to start making them in the United States, probably in California next year. That's the Twike. In Germany, Bill Horman, 13 ABC, Action News.
Been a controversial journey taken during the mayor's re-election campaign. Our Bill Horman, the only Toledo television journalist with the mayor on his Germany trip.
The mayor's trip to Germany revolved around one theme: building relationships with regard to economic development, and building relationships with regard to the sister city of Delmenhorst. But the trip started in Hannover at this massive trade show. 6,500 exhibitors, all high-tech firms building our world of the future. And Toledo put on the full-court press to recruit development and investment dollars.
The most productive meetings, the most hectic schedule.
Paul Zito recruits international development at the Regional Growth Partnership. He says he met with more than 50 companies in the last week, has 13 strong leads, believes 4 will probably visit Toledo.
They want to look at possible locations, a piece of land or a building. They want to talk to potential suppliers or R&D partners, and they want to talk to our local businesses that can provide services.
The building itself is self-sustainable from the standpoint of energy, from heating and cooling. So look at that thing. As a glass city, we should have something like that.
The mayor looked at the sustainable city of tomorrow, exhibit after exhibit, showing how cities of the future will live and grow. The mayor saw all the robotic technology, the new industrial automation, even new energy generation.
He was quite interested in the windmills he saw here because of getting new energy in the city.
He also had a great chance to compare Toledo's recycling operation with what is considered a model European program.
This is basically confirmation that we're doing it the way it needs to be done.
And Mayor Mike Bell strengthened his warm relationship with the mayor of Delmenhorst, who looks at Toledo as a city he can emulate.
What are Toledo's strategies to develop into more service sector-oriented business?
So with the personal relationship built between the two mayors and the potential for business development because of personal conversations, Mayor Mike Bell sees the Germany trip as valuable investment in Toledo's future.
I'm really energized by some of the things I've seen. I think that one of the things that we live inside a box in Toledo where we don't believe we can do anything differently. And what they live in here is a country that respects the oldness of their city, but they still are very creative in being able to utilize space and buildings and things like that, and I think that we have to be more aggressive in doing that.
So now the mayor's trip to Germany is complete, and all the business cards and the handshakes and the meetings could lead to visits to Toledo and perhaps some economic development for our city. The long march to job creation may have continued with a walk through Germany. Traveling with the mayor in Germany, Bill Horman, 13 ABC, Action News.